We head up to Big 10 country for the Iowa Hawkeyes, who come in at number 50 overall in the country and number 48 out of the 67 power conference teams, as we continue to rank them from least likely to most likely to be able to compete for a national title in the 2025 season. Iowa Hawkeyes coming in with a score of 64.70. For Regime Plus, there's probably not a better program in the country for knowing who they are and doing what they do well than Iowa. Its defense is running the ball. It's nitty-gritty football, and I have them at 1 out of 1 here. They did have a change of quarterback, but I think they made a pretty good upgrade here with Matt Gronowski, who has over 10,000 yards passing in his collegiate career at South Dakota State against some of the best FCS competition he could have gone up against. I think the Iowa offense should take a pretty good step forward with him under center this year. Returning production, though, is not very good for Iowa, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Number 60 overall in returning production. They have a lot of guys to replace on defense. High school recruiting for Iowa hasn't been bad. Number 35 overall in the country, and especially for a program that is so based upon development, that's a pretty good number to be at. They did get 5-star edge player Ios Epineza, younger brother of former Iowa player and current NFL standout AJ Epineza. So that's a pretty big get for this team. He should factor in a little bit here. They also did get some guys out of the portal, although they didn't have a great portal class and there were 66 overall in the country when you count in guys coming in, guys going out. I do think they got some good players from the FCS ranks, including Bryce Hawthorne, a teammate of Matt Gronowski at South Dakota State. He's going to come in and really help that defensive line be ready for the season. Last year, Iowa performed pretty well, number 29 overall in adjusted EPA per play. That's adjusted for the strength of opponent and the location of the game. I think they could improve on that a little bit with a better offense. I don't know if that'll lead to more wins. That's sometimes a chicken or the egg thing there. So I think Iowa will be a better team offensively this year, and that should give them the ability to control games a little bit more than they did last year, and they were really reliant on turnovers and the other team making mistakes. The market has Iowa coming in number 30 this year. I think that's about right, considering the Big 10 has the ability to get 4, maybe even 5 teams into the playoff. We'll see how the season shakes out, but you look at the top of the Big 10 and it's so stacked with Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State. You even throw in your Michigan in there. It's going to be really tough for a team to get up to that level. I have them much more with Indiana, Illinois, and at that level of the Big 10. For strength of schedule, again, Big 10 pretty tough, number 116 in the country. It's not as bad as it could be in the Big 10, but it's certainly not a cakewalk. So Iowa will have to be on their game for probably 10 out of their 12 matchups this year. So it is a tough schedule. I think Iowa has a chance to surprise some people with how good they're going to be on offense. I don't know if it's going to result in them competing for a Big 10 title.